Hello, I'm developing a different design. I mean, it's kind of the same, but I'm trying to fix some of the issues that I had in the previous design, which is basically the synchronizations, uh, the synchronization of these hammers, which is the most important thing in this device. Um, so there's a bit more pieces. Um, there's like this bars doubled, but keep in mind that this is when I made this, I made it as a CAD design, and if you're actually building, you need to take in consideration the materials that you're using, because there are some high stresses involved and they might bend or break or stuff like that, so you can't use anything. I mean, depends on how powerful do you want to make it. Anyway, so I've used motors on the blue hammers, and the pink ones are actually driven by the contact. I wanted to see how they're doing, like in this static situation, because I had all kind of issues when I was trying to spin everything. It looks good, it moves good. Uh, since I've tried to make sure that everything is balanced, as you can see, it stays pretty much on the center. There are no triggers in this device, not yet. It does need a ratchet system or something like that. Pinion and stroke, I'm not sure how these things are called in English. Anyway, the idea is the same. One part gets blocked, and then the energy, the inertia, it's pushing only one side. As you can see, there are two contact points for the linkages. One is here and one is here on this side, and the reason for that is because when one blue big weight is getting stuck, um, let's say this one on the right side. Now, even though this would be stuck, the energy released through inertia from this hammer would still have an impact on this side, right? It's still being able to do some useful work, so that would be very helpful. Okay, so I want to tell you something else now. I don't know who will watch these videos, but you can achieve uh, this with a lot simpler means. Basically, you need a motor, a generator, and one of these hammers, just one piece. You don't need both, but you need to put them parallel to the earth and not perpendicular. And you need to use these bars, like use these bars, and this hammer must be linked to this piece. So let's say this is the axis of the hammer. Now the motor works here, not anywhere else, works here, and this piece will start to slide back and forth uh, due to the inertia. Now if you convert this movement back into some rotary movement, and you couple it on a generator, you get your free energy. It's a lot simpler in a way to make it with a motor and a generator than all of this. Now that I'm actually understanding a lot better what Bessler was doing, he was using gravity only as a potential for the system, the idea was to make these hammers to spin, and he was harvesting this mass inertia generated by the spinning hammers. Now, these spinning hammers were actually the true source of power in his device and not the gravity. But since there were no electric means back then, he had to come up with something. So he used the gravity as a potential and in a way kind of the source of the machine, but it's it's not quite precise to say gravity is the cause that makes this machine. It's a lot more subtle than that. But that's it for now. Have a nice evening. Bye bye.